Hello again. This time with purple. I'm going to continue the Eveningstar guide. We're going to do the what's known as Eveningstar 2 chain, which takes place in the drow city of Sschindylryn. I get to that via the Hall of Heroes in Eveningstar. Into the cavern, and as explained in the Eveningstar Part 1, this is where having this portal active is particularly handy. We can just go straight through here rather than messing about going back through the King's Forest to start this chain. I say straight through, the game hasn't let me through. Okay, there we go. And now we can make our way into Sschindylryn. So again, as with the King's Forest one, the pathing around this area can be quite confusing. At the moment there's only one way. We just head straight on through that open archway. There are four actually quests in this chain, but as with part 1, you have to do the first 3 and then the fourth one opens. So the first 3 we can see highlighted in yellow here. We've got the Dunrobar, Sind and Avithul. And meanwhile I'm having the insert appropriate word kicked out of me. So we're going to try and make our way to the Dunrobar first. Some of these doors you can't open, it'll just say that you can't open it. When you hover your mouse over it, you'll get you'll get an indication that you can, like here, look, it pops up with a door thing here. So we stuck to the left hand side all the way after coming through that archway. We might as well go and see what we can do against this character here. Nice little bonus. And the Dunrobar is through this big archway here. You can see we're getting close on the map to the doorway. And there we go. Okay, so this one, if we get it right, we have a DDO as well, so we could manage to do this reasonably quickly.
The illusion spell does its work. The Dunrobar guards hardly blink as you walk by. You are no more than a lowly servant in their eye. The courtyard of House Dunrobar opens up before you. The sounds
so we go through this bottom right hand door. At the moment, as the DM text said, we're not really visible to them, or we're disguised as one of them, so they're not bothering with us. So we went right in the main room and right again. Obviously it's the only option. Through that door at the end. And left. Up to the top. Left again in this main room, and this is going to take us to where we want to go.
In the halls of this populous martial house.
So straight in front of us is the weapon rack we are looking for. This is the Battle Master's weapon rack. Now as soon as we touch this, things are going to start spawning. We want to avoid that, so we'll cast a DDO here, touch the rack, and just get straight out of there. So we're back at the start now. So we've avoided a big fight in there. All we have to do now is touch the bell here,
This bell is used to summon all the bell reverberates
to sort
in
of
the
start the end
throughout
fight
every
sequence.
corner of the Dunrobar compound.
This quest does or
Suddenly, an
can
angry
drop
voice booms from up above.
Who are you?
special
Cries the
drow
High
weapons,
Battlemaster of
low-level
Dunrobar.
epic weapons,
Why have you rung the
which,
bell? What?
well,
Nothing to
some of
say
them
for
anyway,
yourself?
can be
Pointing
pretty
at you,
desirable for
he
their improved critical
Warriors of
profile,
Dunrobar,
like the drow maul of the weapon
My
master.
weapons! What have you done?
To clarify, all those weapons have an improved crit profile, but only some of them go very nicely with certain popular builds. Let's try and make a big pile like we like to do. Thin the field a little. The quest ends once this guy is taken down. I should probably be focusing on him a bit more.
Master of
Great
Dunrobar
stuff.
lies
Okay,
dead.
let me just
Who would
take the
believe
chest.
This was the work of a mere servant.
See if we get lucky. Yeah, there we go. So we've got a
And their alliance will crumble.
drow short sword of the weapon master. I don't think that's one of the particularly desirable ones, but if you look there on the critical roll, you'll see it's got an expanded profile compared to normal weapons of this type. So that's that one. I've deliberately started with the easiest one of the three. Okay, now let's try not to get hopelessly lost in here. So we were keeping level with the left-hand wall for most of our way through here. Now we're going to be looking to the right. There's a gap there, and then I think the next, is it the next right? Yes, is it here? Yeah. So down this way, and we're looking for a big bridge across to another area, which is this here, and this is going to take us to the next quest.
Unlike the other noble houses, House Avathur resides away.
You can
from
see there on the map
central
we're getting
Sschindylryn
closer
and
to it.
close to its merchandise.
I think it's just round the back of here, is it? There we go. Now this one we're in for some fighting. All of these doors
You find yourself in the Avathur
you
slave
can
dens. Due to the illusion spell,
you have two
appear
choices.
to
You
be
can
just
either
one
unlock
more
them
harmless captive
if you have
waiting to be bound and forced
the
into
knock spell, which
service.
I do, so I'll give it a try, but I don't think it's going to do too many of them. Or if you have a rogue to pick the locks, you can do very well here, avoiding the fights. But I think we're going to end up having to do some fighting. Be careful not to hit them, because as soon as you break them by hitting them, a load of guards will appear. Okay, that's a good start. So now we're looking for 5 more of those doors. There's one down there. Nice. So every time you break one by force, you will get a group of guards coming to investigate. So be ready for that. I think one of these, possibly this one, is that much harder than all the others. Yeah, I think that one probably is it. This one I'm pretty sure we will have to fight. So that was a 13, 5, 17. Yeah, we're going to have to break this one by brute force. And see there, the guards immediately. Okay. So we've got another one there. Yeah, I think there's just the one that is very difficult to either pick or knock. I don't think the last one is too difficult either. Oh, maybe. Oh yeah, that's a difficult one. 19 didn't do it. Okay. So that's gonna have to do a fight as well.
The last of the captives have been freed, and a full riot is underway. Time to search for a way into the slave quarters within House Avathul.
So, now we go confront the captain.
A guard captain investigates the racket.
What is going on here? Who let these captives out? Get back in your cages now!
Okay. Now, in this, that was the sort of first part. The second part, we're looking for
You will only find collared, obedient slaves.
slave masters. How many are there? I think it's 3 or 4. And sometimes you get a chance to try and save the slaves by opening these collars. You get various different skills you can try against.
By slave master or guard.
If you succeed, the slave is friendly towards you, and you can get a minor experience bonus. If you fail, I think that they just collapse and die.
In the workroom, slaves labor over jobs beneath their drow masters.
Master, maybe even
Some
2
are
masters
tasked with
are in
crafting the
here.
collars that will bind the next throng.
See,
of
we got a
slave
little
masters
bonus
quickly
there. Now, the
calls
ones
out.
that we freed are going to fight for us, but the others, oh, let's just get rid of them. So there's
Exasperated
the
voice
fact that
comes
they've
with the
turned on us
sound
like
of
that
opening
tells us
door.
there's a slave master in here somewhere.
These collars are supposed to be infallible!
There. Okay. There may be more than one because I can still hear stuff in here. Possibly. Yes, okay. So I think it's 4, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 4 in all. Oh, that's not good. Okay. These harper pins are quite nice for dispelling those dancing or any mass hold kind of crowd controlling effects that you can get cast on you. there as a reward for completing some of the Eveningstar quests relating to the Harpers. Am I going the right way? No. So we've 2 more to find, one of whom is definitely in the kitchen. Oh, hello. One is in the kitchen, the other one is in a sort of a spider area. Have I gone the wrong way again? I hope not. No, I think I'm in the right place this time. Yeah, this shrine marks the splitting of the ways. So that's the end fight. This is the way down to the spider area, and this is the way down to the kitchen. So we'll go and do the kitchen first.
In the kitchens, slaves cook.
You see, we can, if we're quick enough, we can free 1 or 2 of them before they turn hostile, and we just got 1. So we've got to try and find the slaver somewhere.
A broken slave in my kitchen? Either you are very stupid, or I am very lucky.
We've got some guards coming in here as well. Well, that's not good. The poison. Okay. If you can believe, I forgot still to collect poison antidote potions since the last episode. So note to self. Right, that one's dead. So we're back to the shrine area on the map where the paths divide. And this shrine area also marks the path to the end fight. So remember that. We're going to go south now into the spider area. Just keep going south. Let's see what we get on the old silver dice today. Oh, that's not bad. Actually, that bell of opening could have been useful in this quest. For those tougher doors.
Slaves stand beside large looms of spider silk, weaving fine garments for noble drow.
You don't get very long. You see, they turn straight away, more or less. You don't get very long before they turn. So this is the last of the slavers in here.
The slaves are free of their master's control for now. It is time to face the heart of Aberfool's power.
So now we go back to the shrine area. Don't open the surrounding things or go anywhere out of here, because you'll get attacked by packs of spiders. Like if you were to wander down there. Oh, are they coming? Oh, crud. I've just illustrated the point. Okay. No harm done. As I said previously in another episode, I think, just be careful going through those spell wards, because they do harm you. If you can disable with a rogue or dispel magic, that does make things easier. Also might net you an extra experience bonus for the quest.
Fingers are bleeding. Your miserable lives mean nothing.
This one I like to try to tempt the guy to come to us if possible. I think I just hit him, so he might be interested, and to fight here in the doorway. I got a Fear Reaper there. With my legendary powers of perception, I'd completely missed him. And where's the main guy? Is he? Oh, he's here. He's here. if he stays here now. Taking a hell of a hammering. This is where the deflect missiles from the Vistani tree comes in handy, but the amount of missiles we're taking is never going to stop them all. Okay, let's see if we can do something about this.
With Abathul's slaves in open revolt and their slave-making apparatus in shambles, the Great House will be pulling their support from the others and focusing on their own problems.
Okay, so that's that. I think there's a bit of lag there. Okay, so now back in the wilderness area, we're going to go back across the bridge that we just came to access this quest. I could make it a bit lighter. No, I think it's about as light as I can go. I think there are some special goggles you can get for wandering around down here to make it lighter. Maybe I should have worn those just to make it easier to see down
the
here.
chasm ahead drops deeper and deeper into the Underdark, down into places
So
that even
through the arch, and we're going to
fear
bear
tread.
round to the east.
Falling into its depths would most assuredly be suicide.
We can't get through there, so we're looking for a way through. As soon as we can get through, we're going. That's it.
Through the bars of this portcullis shines the dim glow of House Dunrobar.
Still sticking to the right. Are we? No, we're going
This
across.
is one of the gateways for which Sschindylryn
towards-
has become known as the
Oh,
City
can
of
you see that
Portals.
green glow in the
It
distance? That's
leads
where
to
we're
the
heading for.
furthest reaches of the
That's
Underdark,
kind of a
the surface
marker. So
realms,
just to the
and
left of
beyond.
that
The Drow
is a
regularly
gateway
use
that we
such
can pass
portals.
through.
Returning, the guardhouse ahead leads into a portion of the city dominated by House Sin.
into the last. Oh, there we go. Okay. The last of the 3 initial quests. Now this one is very easily completed if you have a rogue in the party. I'll show the path for that type of completion. Unfortunately, it's a very high level lockpick, and I won't be able to get through the door with my meager knock spell. So you still have to complete the I'll tell you what, yeah, you still have to complete the initial objective
This grand
here,
courtyard
which is to go
serves
round
as
to the
entry
north
point
here.
for the sprawling House Sind compound. According to your sources, the laboratory with the flash. If your sources are correct, the laboratory.
So
with
it's
the
saying
flash
open
stones
doorway
should
to the
be
west.
through
That's
the
where we're
open
going to
doorway
fetch
to the
these
west.
flash stones,
An
which is in
eerie
here.
green light
So preparing
pulses
for a
in
fight.
the corner of this arcane laboratory. This must be another flash data store.
I can never quite tell if it's lag or if somebody's stunned me. Right, so the flash stones are somewhere in this area, just round here. You don't actually have to go through that door.
You have found a box of
And
flash
now we
stones.
go to the opposite
Use them
side, to the
destroy
east.
necromantic cauldrons.
That rallying cry, in case you're wondering, is the active component from the Purple Dragon Knight past life that he has. If you had all 3 Purple Dragon lives, it would give a 30% bonus to speed for a short amount of time. But because I only have... oh, I must have not killed something here yet. Because I only have 1, the bonus isn't very noticeable. Also, many people would be reluctant to use that because it cancels out the benefit of your iconic toggle if you are using one like let's say plus 30 light and alignment spell power from 3 Morning Lord past lives. You wouldn't get that while the sprint boost or whatever it's called is on cooldown. But since I don't have any other iconic past lives, it doesn't matter to me. Okay, so we are looking for the key, or maybe we could just knock the door, possibly. Let's try. Oh, nice. Okay, so we're gonna. There are 2 Black Panther things in here, which are pretty nasty. So I'm gonna go in, flash the cauldron, and just leave immediately and let the explosion blow them up.
A powerful explosion destroys the library's archive.
Big thanks to Papa Joff for sharing that one with me. So now we're going back into the main area. Now, if you have a rogue in your party, we just go immediately round to the left up this ramp here. Left again. Across this thing. Into here. Now this first door, I'm pretty sure is relatively simple to unlock. But there's a second one that certainly isn't. Oh. Oh, can't unlock door with that spell. Oh, right. Oh, you can't even attempt to. Oh, okay. So maybe this is the one then. So this is the door that you need it's definitely not letting me, is it? You need a high skilled rogue to get through there. But that would be the easy one. That goes straight to the end fight. So as we can't do that, we're instead going to go to the south of this main area, right to the bottom. We're looking for a key to the kitchen, and there are 2 places as far as I know that it can be.
House Sin has clearly made a tiny profit from raising the dead.
What's going on here? So yes, 2... oh god, look at all this acid damage I'm taking. That's not good. The first place is down here beyond these spiders.
These servants' quarters look filthy and smell worse, though the servants themselves are long past caring.
So we've got 2 of these cauldrons, which is an optional to get rid of. In here, as in other areas of this quest, if you get rid of the necros, you stop the zombies from spawning. Until you get the necromancers, the undead keep coming, so they're your main targets. I think we may have... oh no. stem the tide there. Yeah, I think so. Key is there. Super. Now, if it hadn't been here, I guess I'd better, for the sake of completeness, come out of here and show you the other place it could have been. And that's just an optional. That's not necessary to complete the quest, but you might as well do it while you're down here for the XP. So if it hadn't been here, this is where I sometimes go wrong.
Quarters have been destroyed.
There's a place, is it through here? A place with a couple of black panthers. I don't think it's here, but it might be through that door. Or I might just have created myself an unnecessary... No, I don't think it is. I've gone the wrong way. They're not going to forget me, are they? No chance. Okay. So it's a bit further round. Here, this is it. So this is the room, the other possible room that could have the key. Now I'm not going to go. There's a red boss in there plus that panther. I'm not going to go in there and activate them because I don't need to. But that's the other place you could go to find the key. Now, so that would be just. Oh, that's where we went into the spider area. This shrine down there. So you'd just go straight to the west, all the way, and that gets you into the other possible place for the key. I've learnt something there as well. I'm not going to go and disturb them. Okay, so back into the main room. The kitchen is on the west side of the main hall. Up this ramp. And in this cubby hole, I think. The fact that the zombies keep spawning tells us there's a necromancer somewhere. That's not the kitchen door. The kitchen door is behind here, which is this area, I think. That's it. Okay.
The sizzle of cooking and the clatter of dishes suggest.
So here, another example of kill all the necromancers to stop the undead, or you can just do what I've just done there and run straight through. You don't have to kill anything in there, and your objective is here to the matron something or other. And again here, there'll be some opponents in here, but all we're doing is going straight through there to the main floor. To either side there could be opponents. Now the downside to doing this and skipping things is you obviously create dungeon alert, which I've done there, so that's not great. We have a couple of... I'm just trying to speed things up a little bit. We have a couple of cats here to deal with. And then as far as I know, we're at the end fight. Okay. Now the end fight in this one is in a big open area. So it would be nice if possible to be able to retreat away so we're not getting absolutely pummeled from all sides. It doesn't start until you talk to the wizard relic. So what I could try and do is go invisible and then retreat down the corridor I just came out of down there. As soon as I've spoken to him, we'll try that. try at least to fight them on our terms, from a position of relative safety where they can't all gang up on us. Oh. Okay. This might take a while, but I think we'll be okay. Let's try and get rid of these necros. Hopefully he'll just sit in the AoE. That's nice. Oops. Okay, so now all we have to do to complete the quest is let's get rid of that thing. Is blow up these two cauldrons. So just click on them to second one. When you hit it, completes the quest. Chest up here at the top. Oh, hello. Okay. So now we recall to Eveningstar. Hand in, just like at the end of the first chain, hand in these three and collect the last one of the chain. Telling us where to go to hand the quests in on the map here. That's the belly of the beast one we completed in a previous episode. Okay, and as you can see, this one now becomes available. So I'll show you that one too. So same thing again, we're going through the Hall of Heroes, Eveningstar Cavern, to Sschindylryn. And this time you'll notice it's taken us to the centre of Sschindylryn. I think because we've explored the area, or maybe because we've done the 3 flagging quests, but be that as it may, we are right next to the staircase that we need to go up to get to the final quest, which is to the north of the portal where you appear. Just look for this big set of steps, follow it all the way up to the top, and that's the entrance to the quest. There we go. So this one, there's a little sort of a preamble, and then you get into the main meat of the quest. Is that meant to be there? That? Oh yeah, okay. Right. It's pretty much a hodgepodge of gear he's got on. But considering he was rescued from being a bank character, I don't think he's doing too bad. So for a start, we've got to make our way into like a central area where Elminster is waiting for us. I missed another chance to go and get potions of poison antidote in Eveningstar. So that's linear, that's the only way you can go. Actually, I lied, Elminster isn't waiting initially here, is he? You've got to do something before he will appear. Stay there, stay there. That should get it.
At
Okay.
one end of the chamber stands an inert large portal gateway. This is where the drow enter the Temple of Loth that sits high atop
So
the ziggurat.
basically, this central
Elminster
chamber...
has just
Ah,
arrived,
he's there now,
meeting you as
Elminster.
promised.
So we've got to
Perhaps
go...
he has an idea
an
on how to
open...
open the portal.
On either side, we've got to go and find an artifact to enable Elminster to open the portal. I think that's how this one goes. That divine punishment is so annoying, it stops you from doing anything.
The interior of the ziggurat is so vast that the drow use
So on
magic
each side you've got to go
between
through a
different
portal
sections of
into
the
another
structure.
section. And the one thing I do remember, because there are some optionals in this as well, if you want to go just the way to complete the quest, it's always turn right when there is an option. So we could have gone straight on or right there, I went right. Again, turn right. Don't know what happened there, I think a bit of lag.
Suffer the consequences.
Oh, this divine punishment again. That'll teach me to leave people alive behind me. Okay, so this is one end room. You can see the up there on the top there, the artifact thing we're after. Should really be taking care of these nuisances.
Defeated, you may now take the ceremonial dagger.
We will.
You can say what secrets this contains.
So I could have DDO'd or just run back. I'm not sure which would be quicker, to be honest, because with the DDO you've still got to go through the first section. So I'm just retracing my steps back on the map on here. There's plenty of shrines in this one, so don't ever worry about running out of spell points in here. Back through into the middle section, and we're going to go and do the same on the other side. So if you have at least two of you, you can split up and one does each side. That would be perfect. I'm not sure if there's a choice on this side. I think there is. Once we get through the portal. Yeah, so again you see a choice. We always go to the right if you just want the quick quest completion. Or if in my case you just want to keep the video down to a reasonable length. Oh no, not again. Thank you. Okay, second artifact up there. We just have to make our way through this lot. Good stuff.
The spider brooch is now yours for the taking.
What lies inside? Let me see.
Now that you've found
Okay.
both magical components,
Back
Elminster
we
can
go.
open the portal within the main chamber.
So Elminster's going to send us into the end fight. course I had to go the long way round. Why wouldn't I? I think there is a Drider or something here that pops up before we're allowed to go through.
Timble Guardian twitches spasmodically, then noisily slides into death. The portal entrance
I think
is
we're
now
allowed to just go
clear.
straight through. And now we get, once the dialogue finishes, we get several waves of opponents around here.
You're too late
And
to
that's
stop
it.
my scrying, surface
Now,
dwellers.
one of
Now
our
I will
little
find the
band
thread of
has
the weave
told me that
and deliver it
if
to
you have
Loth.
a ranged character, I'm not going to be able, I can never get onto these things. But I mean, I know that you can. There we go. So if you have a ranged character,
Anna,
or
how
maybe some
delicious.
kind of a caster
The
that doesn't
brave
like
heroes
to
delivered
be
the thread of the
close
weave
to the
right
action,
into my
you could
hands.
do your thing from up here and be well away from all the
The thread of the weave is my
all
gift
the
to
nasty
you. Now enter the
opponents.
portal, girl,
You
and accept
can
your
do the
fate,
same, I
demon
think,
web.
on this side.
You cannot resist.
If I got it right, you
Kill
could.
the surface dwellers. I command you, in the name of the Spider Queen. Dark Eminence, bless your servant.
In
as I
between
slay
each wave,
these
she
unworthies
engages
in
you a
your
little bit.
glorious name. Mother of spiders, send me your children to cleanse your temple.
Ooh. And that's one nice thing about the aura lock. When you get knocked down, as I did there, your aura keeps pulsing and can kill things. Or if you wanted to really take that to extremes, if you get disconnected, or the game crashes or something, or there's a big lag, I have on occasion logged back in and found all the enemies around me dead with this character just because the aura keeps pulsing, healing you and harming the opponents. So on that basis, I would guess this is a pretty good type of warlock to try for anybody wanting to do the hardcore league. It's not my cup of tea because I would be mortified if I did something stupid and caused somebody else to die, but I've seen enough I've never played this build before, but I've seen enough to know that it's very survivable.
Did I not bring you the thread of the weave?
Slow and steady, I guess, would be how one would refer to this. I wouldn't recommend playing it beyond sort of Reaper 1 or 2 if soloing, because you would take forever to kill things.
Weakling, you dare to beg
Okay,
us?
good stuff.
Priestess may
That
never
is
fail.
the end of the Eveningstar 2 chain. So we'd go back to Eveningstar, hand that last one in, and that will open the third part, which is in the Demon Web, and that has 3 quests in total. Once you complete those 3, you get access then to the raid, the Caught in the Web. which our little band will know is not amongst my favourites. Don't forget each time to pick up the next parts of the chain from the quest givers, because the number of times I've completed one chain and tried to go on to the next one without having collected, and you have to go all the way back, it's like So the next part is just around here, I think. These three here. That takes place in the Demon Web, so we would do exactly the same. We would go into the Hall of Heroes marked by the green star on the map, and into the Eveningstar Cavern, and more or less just turn around on yourself and go into the Demon Web. That'll be for another time. Thank you very much for looking, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care.